Hi guys, Casper7001 here, and today we are back with another UFC predictions video on the channel, and today I'm going to be giving my predictions and breakdown for UFC 301 Pantoja versus Erceg. Now, I think I'll only make these prediction videos for the big pay-per-view cards and stuff, because these fight nights that they're putting in between, the standard's just so low, the level of fighters and that I just can't be asked making the videos. So I'm back here today. It's not even a good pay-per-view card, but it is a pay-per-view card, so we're going to give you my predictions. But before I do that, if you haven't already, go and hit the subscribe button down below if you do enjoy this type of content. I'm so close to getting to 1,000 subscribers, so every sub is much appreciated. Now, I've got the entire card up in front of me. There is a total of 14 fights on this card, and we're starting off with the early prelim of Alessandro Costa versus Kevin Borjas, and not too sure on who to pick here. I think I am leaning towards Costa on my pick here. 13-4 record. I mean, he is coming off a loss to Steve Erceg on this card, but he took him to decision, to be fair. It wasn't like Steve Erceg's best performance, really. He's got a win over Jimmy Flick as well, but I swear everyone has a win over Jimmy Flick. But the real reason I'm picking him is because I don't think Borjas is that good, if I'm being real. He's coming off, he won by decision on the Contender Series, then he's coming off a loss to Joshua Van, so not much to show from there, so I'm going to go with Costa on this pick. And then, moving up the card, we have Ismail Bonfim versus Vince Pichel. No idea how you say that. But I'm going to go with Bonfim here. I mean, he didn't he lose to Saint Denis? Yeah, he did. And I'm pretty sure he was the favourite in that fight, because that was before everyone thought Saint Denis was really good. I think I probably picked Bonfim in that fight. If I did that card, I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, I can't deny Bonfim is a good fight. I mean, I think Benoit Saint Denis is really good, so I don't discredit that loss, to be fair. And that flying knee versus Terence Crinny is enough to pick him on my own. I'm going to back Bonfim to win, because Pichel, I don't know how you say his name. He's not very good, to be fair. I mean, his last loss was against Mark Madsen, and yeah, he's had quite a few cancelled bouts since then. So yeah, he's not fought in a while. I'm just going to go with Bonfim in this pick. And then moving up the card, we have Dione Barbosa versus Ernesta Kareckaite. What is she from? Lithuania or something? God knows. Can't say that name. But I am going to go with Barbosa for this pick. I don't think both of them not fought in the UFC yet. Yeah, Barbosa's coming off a win on the Contender Series. I think so is the other girl as well. Yep, both coming off a win. But I mean, Kareckaite. I can't say that name. She's coming off a split decision win on the Contender Series. Usually that doesn't get you into the UFC, but I guess they're just struggling to get women's fighters probably. But although she is 5-0, I am going to go with Barbosa. I just think, she's Brazilian, fighting in Brazil, I think is this. So yeah, I'm just going to go with Barbosa. It's a women's fight. It's 50-50 anyway, but I hope my luck is in that fight. And moving up the card, we have Mauricio Ruffy versus Jamie Mullarkey. And I think it would be silly for me to pick with Jamie Mullarkey here. I've watched enough of his fights and I can't pick him anymore. I'm going to go with Mauricio Ruffy with this one. I mean, I think Mullarkey, didn't he lose to KO in his last fight? Yeah, against Hakparas. And he's lost quite a few KOs in his last fights and that. And Ruffy, 9-1, looks like a decent prospect, coming up. Well, in the UFC, because he won on the Contender Series with a nice KO win. And yeah, just going to go Ruffy with this one. So, moving up the cards. Joaquim Silva versus Drakkar Klose. Now, this is a tough one to call, I think, actually. Drakkar Klose, obviously, I think I picked against him in his last fight, and he got that slam KO, which was wild. I did not see that coming. But he actually is all right. I don't think he's too bad now. But Joaquim Silva, 13-4 record. He's getting on a bit, 35. Coming off a win versus Clay Guida, who hasn't got a win against Clay Guida. Let's be real. you know what? I'm going to go with Drakkar Klose in this fight. You know what? That slam KO, he's going to bring that momentum into this fight, and I think he's going to win. So, moving up the card, we have Gene Silva. Damn, there's quite a lot of Silvers on this card, is there? We've got Joaquim Silva, Gene Silva now. And he's fighting William Gomis. Now, this I think this is quite a close fight, you know. I think the odds are quite similar on the both of them, because I'm not quite sure on who to pick here. It is quite a 50-50 one. I mean, both guys are quite good. I mean, Gomis' record, he hasn't lost in like... well, his last loss was to Morgan Charrier, who was decent, because he didn't he fight recently? Oh no, he got robbed, I think, in his last fight against Mariscal. But yeah, he's been on a massive winning streak ever since then, and he's still unbeaten now. And I think Gomis is quite good. And then on the other side we have Gene Silva, who is let me find him, 12-2. He's also he is pretty good, to be fair. He's just coming off a knockout win versus Weston Wilson. So it is like a 50-50 split here on who to pick. But I'm going to side with William Gomis with the French power, you know. I think he's going to come in here, and I think he's going to win. Very similar records as well, these two. 12-2, 13-2. I'm just going to side with Gomis on this one. And then, moving up the card, we have Elvis Brener versus Mitibek Orolbai. Now, I picked against Orolbai in my last prediction video. That was a mistake. I didn't know who he was. I'd never seen this guy before. But now I know who he is. And there ain't no way I'm picking against him. This guy is from a different, I don't know where he's from. He's from a different era, this guy. Have you seen him? He's crazy looking. But yeah, I can't pick against him anymore. That win over Medic. We just saw Medic knock out some guy with an uppercut in his last fight. I mean, Elvis Brener is good. He's coming off a win as well against Crusher Kachewi. God knows. But yeah, he's got a few they both got a few submissions and stuff. But I've got to pick Orolbai here. I think he is the future of the division. He's coming for the title, I've got to say. Now, moving up the card, Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Yep, definitely butchered that one. Versus Yasmin Lucindo. I'm going to pick Lucindo here. Yep, I think so. I mean, it is a women's fight. Can I really pick anyone? So we have a Kowalkiewicz 16-7 record. She is 38, so she's getting on a bit, but I don't know how much that really matters in women's MMA. Coming off, she has a weird record, 5 losses in a row. Now she's gone 4 wins in a row. So different levels of opposition, I've got to say. But yeah, if we look at Lucindo as well, much younger, 15-5. So I don't know who to pick here. You know, she's coming off 2 wins as well. Beat Poliana Viana by arm triangle choke. I'm gonna go with Lucindo. Yep, I'm gonna pick Lucindo. I think Kowalkiewicz is too old now, 38, getting on a bit, probably going to retire, I'd say. So yeah, going to pick Lucindo here. And we move up to the last prelim of the card. This is a good fight, to be fair. Joanderson Brito versus Jack Shaw. Now, I wonder, the odds are pretty close for this one as well. This is actually a hard one to pick. I mean, Brito, I picked him in his last fight, and he came out and got the submission, I think. Yes, submission in round 2. I think I can't remember if he was losing the fight or something, but yeah, I remember he looked pretty good against Jonathan Pearce, who we just seen him win this weekend. No, I think he was robbed against Onama. I can't remember, but I remember Jonathan Pearce fighting recently. But yeah, Brito is good, but Jack Shaw, he is really good as well. The Welshman, 17-1. One loss to Ricky Simon, Simone. I don't know how you say his name. But yes, Simone is pretty good, I've got to say. I can't really pick against Shaw here, you know. I don't know. This is a very close fight. There's I think this one and the Silva Gomis fight is the 2 closest matchups, I think, on the card. The rest I can pretty much pick either or. But I'm going to go with Jack Shaw on this one. I'm going to back the Welshman, and yeah, let's go with Shaw on this one. And moving up to the main card, Paul Craig versus Borralho. Now, I do want to pick Paul Craig. You know, he did. He lost to Brendan Allen to submission, which is unfortunate. But I can't really pick against Borralho really. What is he? 15-1. Yeah, record is 15-1. He beat Abbas Magomedov. I mean, is that guy still in the UFC? He keeps gassing out in like he gets to the second round and he's got no gas tank length. Like, he needs to work on his cardio and he might actually be a decent fighter. I mean, Borralho 5-0 in the UFC. It would be unwise to pick against him, I'd say. As much as I want Paul Craig to win, it would be unwise. So I'm going to go Borralho on this one. And moving up the card, I think this is an easy pick here as well. Michel Pereira versus Ihor Potieria. Now, come on, what is this matchup? I think Pereira is easily gonna win this fight. Like, I don't know what the odds are. Yeah, he's a heavy favourite. Pereira. I mean, did you not see his last win? He just absolutely destroyed Olejniczak. At least he did whatever he wanted. He just knocked him down and then submitted him, easy as you like. And Potieria, although he did win his last fight, but I mean, the guy who's fighting Erceg, whatever his name was, he was awful. He looked terrible and made Potieria look good. So I'm gonna go Pereira here. Pretty easy pick. Moving up, Anthony Smith versus Vitor Petrino. Well, we just seen Anthony Smith knock out Ryan Spann this fight night just gone, but he's back again, fighting on a week's notice. Anthony Smith, it's going to be hard to pick him after he's got one win in his last 4 or something. I mean, his last 2 wins are against Ryan Spann, so that's all you got to tell you. And he got dominated by Khalil Roundtree, and Petrino had a pretty dominant win over Tyson Pedro in his last fight. So definitely going to pick Petrino here, keeping the undefeated streak going, and he could become a problem at light heavyweight. I mean, the division's not that great, so he could easily see himself coming into contention soon, I've got to say. So moving up to the co-main event, Jonathan Martinez versus Jose Aldo. He's back, finally. I do think Jonathan Martinez will win this, though. I mean, Aldo, he's getting on a bit, you know. He is 37. I don't know if it's the smartest move to come back to to MMA, but Jonathan Martinez, I think he got did he get a leg kick KO in his last fight? Yeah, he's got a few leg kick KOs, and I reckon he'd probably do the same thing to Jose Aldo in this fight. He's just going to kick away at the legs. It's probably going to be a battle of leg kicks, to be fair, between them, and I think because Martinez is the younger guy, he's just going to be better, and he's going to win the leg kick battle and probably get another leg kick KO. I wouldn't put it past him. So moving up to the main event, Alexander Pantoja versus Steve Erceg, and I'm going to go with Pantoja, obviously. I mean, as much as Steve Erceg is quite good, I mean, we've seen his KOs in that, and that one against Schnell was pretty decent, but he's been rushed to a title really here because there's not too many contenders really. I'm surprised they just skipped Mikhaev for this and that, but Alex Perez is coming up for a title shot in a minute. There's not too much competition at flyweight, and Pantoja, he's just all round. He's got a great game. We just seen him dominate Royval, and he beat Moreno and stuff. I think he's just gonna dominate Steve Erceg, probably win by submission or something, I'd say. And yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty dominant victory for him. So there we go, guys. That's my predictions for UFC 301 Pantoja versus Erceg. Let me know down in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with any of my picks. Also, let me know if you guys want to see me make predictions for these other fight nights as well as the pay-per-views, because at the minute I'm not going to be bothered making them, but if you guys want it, I'll make it. So that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.